month, I don't really have much to say about that because goal of the month are usually fluke. Most times maybe just wanted to try something and they ended up in the goal post. But then coming to the coach of the month, Cardoso, well-deserved good coach of the month. He has really done well so far, winning every match despite being engaged in CAF Champions League. Whenever he plays any game, both starting second team players, making some changes in the lineup, he still end up winning the game. So that is a very good one. That shows how tactical he has been so far and how he can manage a very big team like Mamelodi Sundowns. When he first started, it was very, very controversial because many people felt like Cardoso cannot really do much or he can't take Sundowns far. But as time goes on, he has been growing into the team and then he's beginning to input his stamp in the team right now. So every player really wants to play for him and then he knows how to manage the players very, very well. So that is a good one for him. Coming to Mofokeng deserve it as well too because
I don't think so.
If not, no, he deserve it because what I said so. Renas, for me, would have been another player that would have deserved this award more because within the voting period, Renas scored about 4 goals and 1 assist. But there are some things that happened between the two. Why they gave it to Mofokeng is because Mofokeng has been starting all matches. Mofokeng has been very, very, he has contributed so much in every game. But if you see Renas, for me, Renas, if they didn't give it to Mofokeng, I feel like Renas should have been the second person that's supposed to win this award because Renas coming off the bench most times to come and score important goals at his age, at his level, and he's still one of the top goal scorers in the PSL. I think he deserves it as well. But why they gave it to Mofokeng is that Mofokeng has been starting matches, he has won more duels, he has contributed more to the team generally, he has played more minutes, more than other players that were the nominees. So definitely Mofokeng deserves the award. The young man has been trying so well. Now they are no longer playing him as a winger again, they are playing him as a playmaker in the team, and since then he has been so in fact he has really upped his game in terms of playing attacking passes, in terms of creation of chances. He has really done so well. Now capping it up again with goals. He does not just play, he does not just create chances, but now he scored goals. The last time I think he scored hat-trick in one of those games against which team, TS Galaxy or so, and he has won about 3 man of the match or so definitely kudos to the young guy.
Albert, the names that I've mentioned, goal of the month is Congo Bay, player of Chippa United, then Mofokeng, player of Orlando Pirates, and Miguel Cardoso winning it back-to-back again. What's your take?
Yes, Miguel Cardoso, yes, so far so good, unblemished record, 4 games out of 4, he won them, you understand, scoring 10 goals and conceding about 3 goals in the course of it, and he's also hyped because of his tactical approach as well as the way at which he manages players, the kind of football, considering the fact that he plays in the CAF Champions League, coming again to the PSL to maintain a good run of form. Scoring 10 goals in a month is not an easy thing, and just conceding only 3, you understand? So, well deserved, but I believe the closest person to him is his closest rival, which is in the person of Abdusalam Audu. But so far so good. What he has been doing has been spectacular, no doubt about that. I don't have any difference on what Miguel Cardoso has been doing so far so good for the Orlando Pirates side. Then the player of the month.
No, for Sundowns. For
Sundowns. The player of the month, Reboilo Mofokeng from the Pirates player. Yes, he has won it back-to-back. But don't forget that he has scored 4 goals so far. And one of the things he's been credited for is his hat-trick. He scored against I think Polokwane City. But I have a difference on that.
Yes, TS Galaxy.
TS Galaxy. He scored 4 goals, no doubt. The hat-trick against TS Galaxy. Yeah. But Iquamarinas as well scored 4 goals and I think an assist. Are you getting it? And some of these goals Iquamarinas scored were spectacular goals coming in from the bench. One or two of those goals were decider kind of goals, you understand? So, but I so believe in the jury of the Betway Premiership, the way they do their things and all that. That's why I can't really contest that, but I think Iquamarinas actually merited it. If it was not given to Mofokeng, I believe Renas would have wanted it. So, but at the end of the day, the award has gone to Mofokeng for the second month running. Then the goal of the season, Congo Bay, Ayabulela Congo Bay for Chippa United, the long-range stunner he scored against Magasi. What he did last month was for Lillepo, right? Lillepo Kaiser Chief. So it was almost the same kind of goal. I think they give this goal of the month because of the effort, the distance, and the way and manner the goal is being scored. Are you getting it? But you know, if you look on some certain leagues, the way the ball is being, you understand, created or perceived narrowed way the player scored it, because some players score in boxes, but the angle at which they scored the goal can give them the month of the season. But so far so good, we've been seeing in the Betway Premiership that goals that have been given month of the goals of the month
are goals far, long distance shots,
score range and all of that. They have their reason for that, and I trust their jury. So far so good, they are trying. Let them keep it up. Let's see if Mofokeng and Cardoso can go ahead to win the month of April as well.
To me, this Rebole Mofokeng, I don't think he's supposed to win it for the second time. I'm looking at Nglonglo, Maromo Gallant midfielder, that the short one.
The short one. Where is he?
He plays for Memorial Gallant. It doesn't matter. The league, the club you play for doesn't really matter.
What is the start in the month?
They start in the month against Orlando Pirates, against Memorial Sunday. He scored a goal, and his contribution for the team, I think he's really.
How many goals did he score?
I can't tell. I don't have the start offhand.
You should have the start
now.
If you have to defend,
I'm just telling the truth because
Mofokeng,
I don't see the reason why Mofokeng, why they gave it to Mofokeng when they have players like Nglonglo that contributed seriously in the midfield of the Maromo Gallant.
How is he contributing seriously? Where is the club?
The club is a small club.
Now?
It's a small club, and it's not as rich as Orlando Pirates.
No matter of
players.
Neither is it as rich as
Orlando Pirates.
No.
Okay, so let me ask you something now.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. So if you play a tournament and a team plays and gets to the semi-final, final, and you see one star player that is doing well up to the final, and a team just play 2-3 matches and then they were knocked out of the group stage. So you are going to give the player that leaves the tournament at the group stage?
No. You cannot use it on to judge because this is a league.
Mofokeng has scored 4 goals under the. That's what they call voting month. We did that voting period.
That is my own opinion. I rather prefer giving it to Nglonglo than
the guy has no impact. He has no impact.
He has impact.
What impact does he have?
I know, and he has impact.
What
He's a very good midfielder. The only thing
yes, he can be good individually,
than Mofokeng. But that's
no, he can be good individual. But we are talking about
a more better
team. If Nglonglo was playing,
that is worse. But now we are talking about start.
If he was playing for a team like Orlando Pirates or a team like Sundowns, even a team like Sekokune, he would have maybe they would have nominated them.
If they want to give best player of the year now, are they going to give you that? Because if to say you are playing for Man U or Chelsea, they will give you best. They will give you according to what you are playing.
No.
So
England,
now it's not worth that award.
The best player award goes to a player from even a club like Leicester, even a club like
yes, now because of their input.
Because they are more organized. No, not input.
They don't do it. They are not recognizing
it. He has played his quota. He has played. He's a good player. You and I knows that.
It's not matter of good player. It's matter of your input.
If Nglonglo was playing in Orlando Pirates.
You keep saying was playing.
I said if he was playing.
Is Mofokeng the only player in Pirates? We have in Sundowns now. We have good players that are better than Mofokeng. We have Tembazwan who plays for Sundowns.
Do you know that this player of the month award reversed between Pirates and Sundowns?
No, there was a time I've forgotten this player from Golden Arrows now.
But it's been long.
Because he did well.
That was October.
Because he did well within that period. He did well within that period. If you play well within the voting month, 4 weeks of voting month, within that 4 weeks, you should be able to score goal. You should be able to assist. You should be able to perform.
But you should be able to scoring.
We talk about totally. They nominate this in totally. This is visible. This is not about.
You might be out of form. Don't worry. In our next sitting, I will bring out the stats.
You might be out of form, but if you perform well within that mode, whoever you are, whether you are playing for Maromo Gallant or you are playing for Golden Arrows or Pirates, as long as that your start within that 4 weeks, as far as you do very, very well, they are going to nominate you. They will give you the award.
I know Miguel Cardoso has been doing well, quite well. He has been doing well, but this award goes between Cardoso and Absalam Audu.
Yes, but Cardoso well merited.
Yeah, I know they have been doing well, but I'm contesting that of Mofokeng.
Yes, but I can contest it with players like Ikwam Reynolds because when he comes
if you
give an
talk,
instant impact. You understand? He scored 4 goals and an assist.
You just like him personally, but not because not that he deserved the award. No, they don't do that.
He deserves the award. I don't like. He played very well against Orlando, against Mamelodi Sundowns. He was very outstanding in that game.
Okay. What was the result?
Yes, Orlando. Sundowns won them 3-1.
Okay, then after Sundowns match, which other match again?
This guy had a massive save from Glomgo shot. Williams. So he was outstanding in that game.
After the match,
if Mokena was not introduced in that game, I don't think Sundowns would have won them. After the Sundowns game, it was the introduction of Mokena that when Mokena came in, he scored 2 goals in that game.
Let me backtrack a little bit. It seems you are trying to use should I use the word or the old way at which the Europeans used to give the best player of the month.
Yes.
Because I remember the time of Lothar Matthäus, we were very small growing up. We know that it's not by the goals you score, your team average, your effort, your support, your assist, the way you carry the team along. When Stefan Effenberg, right, all of them were playing. So you're trying to use that as a medium criteria to judge. Because considering the player you're trying to talk about, perhaps he's not playing in a team that have these stars, this kind of star players. Yes,
it does not matter. Mofokeng scored 4 goals and 4 assists. He had it. He scored hat-trick. What changes the result? See, if there's no goal, that is the result of a match will remain like that. If there is no goal changes it. That is why you see players coming in to take man of the match. Why? You have to have statistics to win an award. In
AFCON, who was given the best goalkeeper of the tournament?
They gave it to this guy, Bono now.
Was Bono merited?
How did both of them deserve the award?
But it was
both of them deserve the award
because he won the Nations Cup.
But you know that they vote for this award.
Only 1 goal, the same numbers of goals that Bono considered. So why did you
give it to Bono? That's why we are saying
that.
That's why we said Renas is the second person that deserves this award because they have to
that
be a
is your opinion. That is your opinion to me.
What best player was given to Rodri, a midfielder in Manchester City, where we have this thing, Vinicius. This thing they vote for this award. They vote for this award. Both of them deserve the award.
They vote for this one. Sometimes people have fans that they vote for. Sometimes they might be biased in the voting. So, but it's like that. Let's talk about the goal of Kongobe.
I don't have anything to say about the goal.
because he's not a Mamelodi Sundowns player.
No, not because he's not
a Mamelodi Sundowns player. Okay, look at his biased nature.
No,
because he's not a Mamelodi Sundowns player.
What do you mean by biased nature?
Look at his biased nature. You don't have anything to say about Kongobe.
What do you mean by biased nature? Okay, congratulations,
he
scored a very good goal.
Thank you, you are welcome. Albert, anything to say?
Yes, I am Kongobe. Yes, you see, I said earlier that maybe it is because of the stunner, the about 28 to 32 yard screamer he scored. That is what earned him the goal of the month.
Yeah.
And perhaps if you check throughout the month of March, nobody scored a goal closer to this. Maybe all the goals strikers have been scoring or other players have been scoring, and inside the 18-yard box, you bring it in, inside the 18-yard box, they jab in, or a goal mouth scramble. So if you look at the last one, Lilipe won in the month of February, is the same thing. If you look at the month of January, December 2025, November 2025, and October 2025, you see that these goals are screamers, are long distance range effort. Are you getting it? So, but if you look at it very well, no goals so far come close to it in terms of stunner.
No, but this guy scored a stunner too. Mokena against Maromo Gallant. His third goal. I think it's either third or second goal.
Okay, it was the third goal.
Yeah,
it was the third goal. But looking at the distance and the proximity to to you understand? Okay. That's what gave this cheaper United player Kongobe the edge over it. So when 2 or 3 things or even 5 things are set together, in football, the jury go, the vote, the jury, and the ultimate prize.
The jury sometimes they have the people that they support, the club they support too.
It's part of football, it's part of football.
Anyway, we have come to the end of this episode.
This guy you're talking about, he starts 1 goal, 1 goal, 0 assists in 3 matches, and he played about 240 something minutes.
What are you talking about?
Don't know that you're talking about within the voting.
I'm talking about his contribution.
Yes.
I'm not talking about his goals.
Yes,
I'm talking about his contribution.
Okay, what contribution?
That is his contribution. I don't even know how they start about. I don't know how correct it is.
240 something minutes. 1 goal, 0 assists in 3 games.
Our next podcast, I'll bring out my own stat for you. Okay.
Your own stat. I mean, the stats online.
We have come to the end of this episode. We'll call it a shot for today.